a juggler, a musician, and a co-creator of the Sonic Cinema experience. It is my pleasure to introduce Ed Underwood.
Hi, guys. Good to see you again.
Great to see you. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Yeah, I got good weather here and enjoyed the show. So it's all good, baby. It is all good. And so we'll have some fun here. You know, I don't know for Chris, but I don't know how you first got started in magic. But the first thing I saw anyone do magic-wise, there was a guy who could reach behind a kid's ear and pull out a coin, right? Mm-hmm. And I thought that was okay, but I hung around music stores. So I reached in a kid's ear and pulled out a guitar pick. And so that's kind of my thing. And that's an interesting guitar pick right there. That's HTW. That's my son's band. You ought to check that out because they're crazy good. Then I was showing this to kids and they didn't really think all that much of it. You know, you pull this out of a kid's ear. So I thought I'd go the other way and actually pull a kid's ear out of a guitar pick. And just, you know, go the other way. That's been my motto. And so this is good, you know, because they have that. And this is good, too, because we haven't had a lot of shows lately, what with the pandemic and all. So this is good. I got a new one here. I'll go ahead and string it up with the others. You can see that the other ones are kind of old. So it's nice to have a fresh one here on the line. So anyway, that's what I've done. And that's how I got into this thing. And I always want to do something different. So I have two things to share with you today. And I appreciate your having me on the show. Loved being on BuddyCast. Love watching Chris. So thanks for having me. Two things. One, absolutely ridiculous physical skill. A little juggling stunt here. After that, something from the heart. Okay? So we'll get started right over here. And my beautiful living room set here is for you, because it's what we have, okay? So I'm loving seeing everyone's decor, their bedrooms and everything on these Zoom shows. It's interesting to see all that. But this is the living room. I have a couple of dragons back here. This one's named Daryl, and that one's Carl. And so they kind of decorate the room here with our mystical magic chairs. But I've got something back here. As to the ridiculous skill, ladies and gentlemen, last time I was on BuddyCast, I juggled 3 balls to teach a principle about juggling. But for you today, here on the big show, I'm going to juggle this piece of cloth. It is pretty awesome to see. Yeah. Now, this is my Elvis scarf. Yeah, there it is. And that's my Elvis face, if he had just had a stroke. Okay. So these are axes. These are hatchets. And you can see right up there, these have an actual edge on them. They are not CGI, fake, phony baloney. No, they're the real deal. 100% real and sharp axes. Okay? So I'm going to juggle these for you in the living room in front of the dragons in probably the most confined performance of axe juggling I've ever done. Okay, so we're going to get started here. Oh, first, wait, there's a little something I got to do here. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to hedge your bet when you do a thing like this. So, in fact, no, it's okay. There's sanitizer in it, so it's all good. All right. So here we go. The axes. We are going to warm up with axe number 1. All right, here we go. Axe number 1. There we go. That's 1. This is 2. 2 axes at once. It's twice as dangerous. Here we go over to this side. And over to this side. Now we're going to go for 3. And this is where all juggling gets interesting, because 3 is 1 more than God gave you hands for. It's true. So how do you do this? I use my head. Oh, geez, it's heavy. Wait, okay. Give me just a second. All right, here we go. I'm going to put this on here. We are going to juggle the 3 axes. Here we go. Oh, by the way, you think it looks funny from where you are? You ought to see it from here. Yeah. Okay, here we go. 3 axes. This one goes up into the air. While it's in the air, I reach between it and grab this one. Then that one goes into the air. And then they all three do a juggler's cascade pattern. Here we go. 1, 2. I should point out that if I'm able to do this, I won't do it a long time. So get that virtual applause going, okay? Here we go. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, there we go. The whirling blades of death right here on the big show, streaming on Nick Sorensen's comedy page. And a big finish. There we go.
Hey.
That's for you. Woo. This is when I take my Elvis scarf and do this. Oh, yeah. Because I'm a lot like Elvis and that I'm past my prime and a tad bloated. Okay, I'm going to put these down now. And I have to move things around. This is something the road crew would do behind the curtain, but since we're not doing that, there we go. Little table over here. All right. I think we are set. Now, Nick, earlier you and I were talking about your lovely lady friend. You remember that?
Yep.
And I asked you to ask her if she could choose any of the 4 queens in a deck, which queen would she want? And you said...
I believe she said Queen of Spades.
Yeah, okay, she said the Queen of Spades. And if that's what the lady wants, that's what we'll give her. That's where my magic dragon comes in. Right up here, this guy right here, he holds on to the Queen of Spades. So there we go. Now, this is no ordinary Queen of Spades. No, they're all very special. And usually with the Queen of Spades, you get a little something extra. This is important. You know what these are, right? Yeah, little magic marker. Now, normally in our show, I would have Jessica sign this card because I want her fully identified with this queen because the queen is going to represent her. But since she's not here to sign it, I'm going to do something ludicrous. I'm going to make an unmistakable, unduplicatable mess on the card. There we go. That will pass for her signature because no matter what sort of squiggly mess I've made, it could never be duplicated. So this is her card. All right. Good. Now, you know why they call these magic markers, don't you? They disappear. All right. Here we go. Now, to continue with her queen here, I will introduce you to my queen. Please welcome Karen to the virtual stage here. There she is. Yeah. All right. So this is one of the ways that we turn a magic routine into something more. And it's a little story, and I think you'll enjoy it. Karen will read it from the regal scroll of royalness as we go. All right, so keep one eye on me, one eye on her, one eye on the card. Okay, Karen, if you would.
This is the story of a miraculous lady. She wears a crown, jewels, and a robe with a sheen. You can tell just by looking this one is special. She's lovely and grand. She looks like a queen. But life can turn ugly, no matter what you wear. Heartaches and sorrows, they weigh on your heart. Backward and forward, they turn you inside out. And these miserable strings begin to tear you apart. The heartaches and cares, they rip and they tear. The tears give you tears and fears and scars and scares. Now you may feel just like this wounded lady, ruined and ragged from life's cruel dissection. But love has a magic, piece by piece, day by day. Her fall was grand, so much more glorious, her resurrection. Remember the story of this miraculous lady. She proves you are stronger than life when it's mean. You can tell just by looking that this one is special. She's tried and she's tested, and she's truly queen.
Now, let's see. I'm gonna do something special for Jessica here. Fix this and mail it to her. Okay. So I'm gonna put this in a little laminated caddy and put in one of our Sonic Cinema cards on top of it. Little collector's item here. Seal it all up like that. And it even has a little lanyard on it, like that. So she can have that as a souvenir to remind her of how strong she is. So no matter what life keeps hitting you with, you'll keep punching. And on the back here, just for her, is our Sonic Cinema Experience credo, our words to live by. Keep your head up, your heart open, and your magic alive. Thank you guys for having us on the show.
Thank you for being on the show.
Bravo, Ed. Bravo.
You know, you guys stunned. You and Kenton were just two powerful people that came on BuddyCast. I'm glad to have you on this show now. So,
Thanks.
and I can see the text messages that Jessica's sending me right now. Just the whole, she couldn't believe they were doing action. She's
That's right.
sending me out
She will
emojis
receive
from
this.
Ooh.
What's that?
Yeah, I'll send you her address to it.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
I